There's a letter on your bed. Open up your heart, hear the words I say.
I've just come out of a conference over in Parramatta for the last 2 days called The New Male. A lot of academics there, a lot of interesting information. Did you know that 64% of males committing suicide at the moment have already put their hand up and sought assistance? What does that tell you about treatment? Doesn't quite work.
Do you think it's working?
Well, I think we've got the word totally wrong. Is there any Indigenous or First Nation people here today? Epic. So Indigenous and First Nation people don't use the term treatment. They use the term healing. But this word masculinity, yesterday I was involved in a discussion about what masculinity actually is, and basically for them it's being male. And as we've discussed, and as James said, well, what is being a man? I lost my understanding what masculinity was. And why? Because I started believing what everyone else was telling me about who I should be. And I picked up a mantle that I didn't understand. So I found myself in the jungles of Kalimantan, standing on top of a cliff over 100 metres drop straight down into the oldest rainforest in the world, 140 million years old. No safety gear. And so I'm literally standing there. And I all of a sudden got overcome with this feeling that I could have jumped. And I could have just soared. And it wasn't suicidal. It was just a complete and utter feeling of freedom. Who's had that before? If you think you haven't, take yourself back to being about 4 and the first time you jumped up on top of a roof. For me, flying is linked to my principle of freedom. A male who feels that they have to go out and provide and yet knows that in some sense of the word, their wings are clipped, freedom is cut from them, will feel a breach of their soul.
Love is a weapon, shoot straight